We're going to lean to your right. So everybody go ahead and lean to your right. I want you to put your head on the shoulder of the person sitting next to you. You just don't fall off. Perfect. And then everybody, we're going to go to your left. So everybody sit up nice and straight. Slowly lean over to your left. Put your head on the shoulder of the person next to you. Perfect. And then go ahead and sit up nice and straight. All right, so the two things that we're going to do, first we're going to relax your bodies, and then we're going to relax your minds. And while we're relaxing your body, sometimes people don't know exactly what to do with their head, because it may start to feel heavy, something like that. Now you know you have a pillow sitting on both sides of you if you need to use it. Now, what I want all of you to do is just look up towards the ceiling and find like one of the lights on the ceiling. And as you're staring at that light, just start to take some deep breaths. I'm just going to talk to the audience for 1 second, and then I'll be right back with you. So what we're going to do next is called the induction. The induction takes me about 6 to 7 minutes. And like I said, I'm going to walk them through relaxing their bodies. Hopefully they get more relaxed than they've ever been before in your life. And anybody up here, if you have trouble sleeping, I'm going to teach you a pattern that should be able to put you to sleep pretty quickly. After we relax their bodies, then we're going to relax their minds, and I'll try and get them focused, almost like a daydream, but it'll be guided by the sound of my voice. All right, so people on the stage, just to help you relax, I'm going to put on some soft music in the background. And in the audience, this is the only part of the show. If you could try it, there's going to look a little bit funny, some of the stuff that happens up here, and it's okay to laugh a little bit. But the quieter you can be for the next 6 minutes, the more they can focus, and we can get into their imaginations and hopefully have a good time with them. All right. And imagine that you have the ability to relax your eyelids so much. You have the ability to relax them. Now, just like your bodies are relaxed, we're going to try and do the same thing to your mind. And what we're going to do is use your imagination to relax your minds. And we're going to get your minds just as relaxed as your body is. And so what I want you to do is I want you to use your imagination. I want you to imagine you're at the top of a staircase. The staircase, it only has 5 steps. You're at the very top. And you can see that these steps are numbered. So the one right below you is step number 4. Below that is step number 3, all the way down to the step number 1, that when you step off of, you would get all the way to 0. And what I want you to do is imagine you're on that top step, and we're slowly going to walk down each step. And each time you walk down a step, your mind is going to relax more and more, and you'll get totally focused on the sound of my voice and the cool things that we're going to do in your imagination tonight. So see yourself on step number 5. Go ahead and see yourself walk down to step number 4. Relaxing even more as you go from step 4 to step 3. One of the things that you notice is every time you go down a step, the numbers that are on those steps slowly fade out of your memory, out of your mind. Go from step 3 down to step number 2, seeing those numbers fade even more. Get more focused on the sound of my voice. We go from step number 3 down to step number 2, 2 down to number 1. And when we get down this last step, I want every muscle in your body, every muscle, every part of your mind to just be completely relaxed as you go from step 1 all the way down. Now right now you're in a state where you feel really good, your mind's relaxed, your body's relaxed. And I'm going to give you something called an anchor. An anchor is a way for you to immediately go back into this state of mind that you're currently in. So in a moment, I'll have you sit up, I'll have you look at me. Anytime you see me point at you and say the word sleep, if you see me point at you and say the word sleep, it's my permission and my way to allow you to drift right back down into this state of imagination and relaxation that you're currently in. So everybody go ahead and sit up nice and straight. Everybody sit up nice and straight. You can open your eyes, you're going to see me, Steve. Everybody sit up nice and straight. You can open your eyes again. We're going to do this one last time. And we'll put in your imagination. This time when I come around, when I point at you, I want you to use your imagination. Imagine I'm holding like a little light bulb, and that light bulb is going to be powerful and knock you even further into your imagination. So we go right down the line. Go ahead and sleep, 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 and sleep. All right, you're all doing a great job. In a moment, you're going to hear the audience cheer for you. The audience isn't going to bother you. The more they cheer for you, the more they laugh, the more fun they have with your imagination tonight. It's only going to relax you even more. So on the count of 3, audience, keep your eyes closed on stage. But in a moment, audience, on the count of 3, just give them a huge round of applause. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of get deeper into your imagination. Everybody keep your eyes closed. Everybody go ahead and sit up nice and straight. Keep your eyes closed. So since you all came here, we've got a good news for you. At this conference, you actually won a trip to Hawaii. It's a great time for you to relax. It's a great time for you to kick back. And you've been working hard this year, and this is a great way to just allow yourself to relax. So I want you to imagine you're on a beach in Hawaii. You're on a lounge chair on the count of 3, getting a more comfortable position on 1, 2, and 3, even more comfortable. We're going to put on some nice music to help you relax. It's a beautiful day. It's 70 degrees outside. Again, this is a perfect opportunity for you to get even deeper into your imagination, deeper into relaxation. Now they say in Hawaii that the hula dance tells a story with your hands. So keep your eyes closed, but I want you to lift your hands up and show everybody the setting sun. Use your hands, show everybody the setting sun. That's beautiful. You should take your hands, show everybody the waves going across the ocean. Everybody's doing a great job. All right, everybody show them the beautiful girls in the bikinis. Very nice. Now as you're sitting in the chair, it's starting to get warmer. It's just gone from 70 to 75 degrees. It's just gone from 75 to 80. You find if you lift your hand up and start to fan yourself, you actually feel better. So take your hand and let yourself fan yourself. The more you fan, the better you feel. So it's gone from 80 to 85, 85 to 90. If you use both hands, the more you fan, the better you feel as you go from 90 to 95, 95 all the way up to 100 degrees. But I got great news. Somebody just put an air conditioner on. Take a nice deep breath in. Take a nice deep breath in. And everybody, sit up nice and straight. Look up here, me on the stage. Look up here, look up here, look up here. You're all doing a great job. You're all doing a great job. Go ahead and let yourself sleep and sleep and sleep, 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 sleep and sleep. All right, what we just found out, the Veterans Association is looking for the best military band. So you've been practicing for the last 5 years. You picked up an instrument, you learned an instrument, and this is for a $100,000 prize. So you want to play your instrument, you want to do a great job, and you want to play like people's never seen you play before. So I got a couple special people. Keep your eyes closed, but I'm going to have you lift your hands up. You're going to be one of our drummers, so I'll give you some drumsticks. This person here, lift your hands up. I'm going to give you some drumsticks. Perfect. And we got a couple more drummers. This one right here, go ahead, lift your hands up. You're going to be one of our drummers. And we got one right here. If you could hold your hands up, I'm going to give you some drumsticks. And right here as well. All right, perfect. So our drummers got their drumsticks. Everybody else, your instrument is under your chair. If you want to go ahead and reach under your chair, grab your instrument. Some of you might have a guitar, you might have a flute, you might have a saxophone, but go ahead and grab your thing. And again, we got some people, judges out in the audience to find our best military band. All right, so here we go. show them. Audience, give them a big round of applause. Aren't they doing a great job? All right, just our drummers, just the drummers, go ahead and stand up. Drummers, stand up. Everybody else keep playing. We're about to bring it home and see if we can win that $100,000 prize. All right, drummers, this is your big moment, your drum solo. Show them what you got. All right, here we go, bring it home. How about a huge round of applause for our veterans military band? All right, everybody go ahead and take a seat. We'll wait and see what the results are. You can all open your eyes. All open your eyes. I got great news. You guys won first place. So everybody gets $100,000. We'll see what we'll spend it on. And for now, go ahead and relax and sleep, 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 and sleep. All right, so with that $100,000, one of the things you decided to do is go out and buy your dream car. So all of you have a brand new car, one you've always dreamed of having ever since you were just a little child. You can't wait to take this off. Take it out and show everybody this car that's yours. This is the last time I'm going to have you keep your eyes closed, but we're going to do it one final time. But everybody go ahead and sit up nice and straight. And go ahead and put your seatbelts on. We're going to take this car out for a spin. Go ahead and start it up. All right, go ahead and pull out. And then go ahead and hit the radio. Let's see what's on. Nice. No, your friends and family, they're not going to believe this car is yours, but you worked so hard to be part of that military band. If you look out to the left-hand side, you see a friend, give them a wave. They can't believe this is yours. If you look out the right-hand side, you see another friend, give them a wave. Watch out on the count of three. You're going to hit a speed bump. 1, 2, 3. All right, now we want to see how fast this car can actually go. So use your imagination. You're going 45. Take it from 45 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 60. You want to see if you can get this all the way up to 100 miles an hour, 60 to 65, 65 to 70, 70 to 75, 75 to 80, 80 to 85, 85 to 90. Here we go, 90 to 95, 95 all the way up to... Ooh. All right, pull over, pull over. Thought you were going to get away with it, but he caught you. All right, everybody pull your car over. Now, this police officer just caught you driving 100 miles per hour in your new car. You could actually lose your license for this. There could even be some jail time with this. But I have good news for everybody. This police officer has made a deal. This police officer said, if you can tell him an excuse that he's never heard before, he's going to let you get away with no ticket, no punishment. So be creative. Think of the best excuse of why you were driving 100 miles per hour. So just first, I'm touching right here. What were you going 100 miles an hour for?
Because my Pinto won't do 100 miles an hour.
Your Pinto won't go 100? And how about right here? What were you going so fast for?
My ice cream's melting.
Your ice cream was melting? Okay. How about right here? What were you going so fast for?
I don't know, but I'm a veteran.
Yeah, so get out of it for that. I agree. How about right here? What were you going so fast for? How about right over here? What were you going so fast for? You're not sure? How about right here? What were you driving so fast for?
The speedometer is broken.
The speedometer's broken? Okay. How about right here? What were you going so fast for?
My foot was itchy and I couldn't make it stop.
Yeah, you're trying to scratch your foot. How about right here? What were you going so fast for?
I peed my pants.
You peed your pants? Okay. And how about right here? What were you going so fast for?
I was late for work.
You were late for work? And how about right here?
Oh, drill weekend. I had to get there. I was late.
You were late? Okay. How about right here? What were you going so fast for?
I gotta go home.
You gotta get home, yeah? Okay. How about right here?
My daughter put the cat in the washer.
Your daughter put the cat in the washer. And how about right here? What were you going so fast? Oh, I don't know if we might not turn that down. What were you going so fast for?
I'm in labor.
You're in labor? Okay. How about right here? What were you going so fast for?
My water broke.
Your what?
My water broke.
Your water broke. Okay. I got good news for everybody. The officers, they loved all your excuses. They thought they were great. So nobody's going to get a ticket. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in. Be glad. No ticket. You can all open your eyes. You're going to see me here up on stage. Let yourself go ahead and sleep, 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 and sleep. All right, a minute. Just a person right here. You're great in your imagination. Keep your eyes closed. In a moment, I'm going to wake you back up. You're going to find something really strange has happened. You're going to find out you can no longer remember the number 6. So when you count, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. If you count backwards, it'll be 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And until I snap my fingers, until you see me snap my fingers, you just won't be able to remember the number 6. If you understand that, nod your head yes. Perfect. Everybody else up here on stage? In a moment, you're going to see me interviewing somebody on stage, and you're going to see that I'm going to have them count their fingers. And every time they try and count their fingers, you're going to see that they can't remember the number 6. And when she forgets the number 6, you're going to think it's one of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. If you all understand that, nod your head yes. Perfect. Everybody go ahead and sit up nice and straight. You can all open your eyes. One of the things I love to do before we hypnotize people is just learn a little bit about who they are and maybe why they came up here to try this out. Do you mind if I interview you? Oh, come on up here. Perfect. I appreciate you volunteering tonight. And what's your name?
My name is Christina.
Christina. And how long have you been in the military?
I served 20 years.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Thank you for your service. And so, I mean, I'm sure you've been through lots of training over those 20 years.
I have.
So you probably, I'm sure, picked up a lot of intelligence along the way.
You could say that.
Okay. So I'm sure you know, like, how many fingers do you have? Yeah, you don't even have to count them. How many do you have?
10.
10. And how many toes do you have?
10.
Perfect. So we're going to try that out. I want you to put your hands out like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to count your fingers one at a time. We'll start with the number 1. We'll go all the way up to the number 10. Okay, nice and loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Wait a second. I thought you said you had 10 fingers. Yeah. You know how many fingers do you have?
10.
10. And how many toes do you have?
10.
Perfect. Let's do it again. Maybe I went too fast. We'll go slower. One at a
Okay.
time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11.
Oh, wait, did you, how'd you get to 11? You just somehow, at this conference, gained a... Well, let's go backwards. Let's go backwards. Let's start with the number 10, and we'll get down to the number 1. You ready?
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
0. That doesn't make any sense, does it? All right, let's we'll get down the line. I'll put you back in your seat. All right, here we go. Right down the line. Go ahead and sleep, 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 sleep. I'm going to wake you all back up. You're all doing a great job. This time, anytime you hear me say the word bad, if you hear me say the word bad, you're going to smell the worst smell you've ever smelled in your life. And you're going to be 100% convinced that it's coming from the person sitting next to you. All right, so when you hear me say the bad, you'll smell it. It's going to be your neighbor. Now, you're not going to leave your chair. And the smell is not going to make you sick. I learned that the hard way. I'm not going to make you sick, but it is going to be bad. It's going to be disgusting. And it's going to be so bad that when I come to you and I ask you what that smell is, it's so bad that you're not going to be afraid to tell us exactly who it is that stinks and exactly what that smell smells like. Only when you hear me say the word bad. If you understand that, nod your head yes. Perfect. Everybody go ahead and sit up nice and straight. On a count of 3, you can all open your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. Eyes open, eyes open. All right, so I appreciate again all of you coming up here to volunteer. And you know, hypnosis shows over the last 20 years, especially since people got into texting and virtual reality, you know, it's easier to hypnotize people these days. So it's been a while since I've had a bad show. I haven't had a bad show in quite a while, and we have the, you look a little uncomfortable. What's going on? You're not smelling anything? Nothing you want to share with us? All right, how about let's go right down here. What are you smelling?
Something smells like skunk.
Smells like skunk, and who smells like skunk? And how about right here? What are you smelling?
Sewer.
You smell sewer? And where's the sewer smell come from? Both ways? And how about right here? What are you smelling?
Nothing.
Nothing? How about right here? What are you smelling?
Nothing.
Nothing for you? How about here? What are you smelling?
Dirty diaper.
Dirty diaper? And who smells like a dirty diaper?
It's you, girl.
So you're starting to smell it now? Yeah. How about right here? What are you smelling?
Colostomy.
A colonoscopy.
Change it.
Yeah? And how about right here? What are you smelling?
Raw egg.
Raw eggs? Who smells like raw eggs? You don't want to point them out? And how about right here? What are you smelling? You can say it. Poop? Coming from where?
Real strong.
Real strong. Alright. I got good news for everybody. Smell's gone. Everybody can take a nice deep breath in. Everybody can take a nice deep breath in. Let yourself right down the line. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, 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 and sleep. In a moment, just like the lady I'm touching now, keep your eyes closed. In a moment, I'm going to wake you back up. And you're going to find out you can no longer remember your last name. You're going to try, the harder you try, the more confused you're going to get. But you'll remember your first name, you'll remember your middle name, but no matter what, no matter how hard you try, you're just not going to be able to remember your last name. If you understand that, nod your head yes. All right, and then just the person I'm touching now, keep your eyes closed. In a moment when I wake you up, you're going to be 100% convinced that your name is Cha-Cha. So you're going to think your first name's Cha-Cha, your middle name's Cha-Cha, your last name's Cha-Cha. And I'm going to ask you about your name, and every time I ask you, you're going to get more and more annoyed with me that I keep asking you about your name. If you understand that, nod your head yes. All right, perfect. Everybody can sit up nice and straight. Everybody can watch what's going on. You can all open your eyes. And again, I appreciate you all coming up and volunteering. You can kind of watch. We're going to do some fun stuff and some more interviews. If you don't mind, can I interview you? Come on up here. And how about right here? Can I interview you? Come on up here. Perfect. I'll let you stay on this side. Oh, yeah. And then I'll put you over on this side. And I appreciate your service as well. How long have you been in the military?
I was in for 8 years.
8 years. Nice. What branch?
Army.
Okay, good. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And what's your first name?
Dustin.
Dustin. And your middle name?
Murray.
And your last name? Wait, let's try that again. Your first name is?
Dustin.
Your middle name is?
Murray.
And your last name is? You keep thinking about it. That's okay. And what branch were you in?
Army.
Army. How long were you in for?
23.
Well, thank you for your service as well. And what's your name?
Cha-cha.
Cha-Cha? Okay. That's your first name?
Cha-cha.
And your middle name?
Cha-cha.
And your last name?
Cha-cha.
Wait, your first name's?
Cha-cha.
And your middle name's?
Cha-cha.
And your last name's?
Cha-cha.
And how about you? Your first name is?
Dustin.
Dustin. Okay, and your middle name is?
Murray.
And your last name is? Wait, maybe we need more of a rhythm. Your first name?
Dustin.
Middle name?
Murray.
Last name? Keep thinking about it. We'll come back. And what was your first name again?
Cha-cha.
Your middle name?
Cha-cha.
And your last name?
Cha-cha.
Is that like a family name, or where'd that come from?
Cha-cha.
What, like grandma?
Cha-cha.
Great-grandma? How do you spell that?
Cha-cha.
Cha-cha. Like C-H-A?
Cha-cha.
Hyphen in the middle?
Cha-cha.
No hyphen.
Cha-cha.
And that's your first name?
Cha-cha.
And your middle name is? And your
Cha-cha.
last name is?
Cha-cha.
Okay. And what was your first name?
Dustin.
Dustin. Your middle name?
Murray.
Your last name? Does anybody know what Dustin's last name is? Does anybody know Dustin? No? We're not sure? We can't? What is it? Paxton? Paxton. All right. Does that sound familiar at all, or not so much? Paxton. All right, let's try that. What's your first name?
Dustin.
Your middle name?
Murray.
Your last name? All right, watch when I snap. Your last name's going to come back. Watch my fingers. 1, 2, 3. Your first name?
Dustin.
Middle name?
Marie.
Your last name?
Paxton.
There, give her a big round of applause. And your name was?
Cha-cha.
Cha-Cha. Let's keep her Cha-Cha. Go ahead and you both can have a seat again. Right back. You can go ahead right back to your seat. Good job. Right down the line. Go ahead and sleep, 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 sleep. I'm going to wake you back up. This time you're going to find out that you're in the middle of a game show. And once you wake up, I'll explain what the game show is, how you win a prize, and we got a really cool prize that will be given away in this game show, and it all has to do with the VFW. So, on the count of 3, you'll see me as your game show host standing in the middle, and then we'll talk about what we're doing. So everybody go ahead and sit up nice and straight. You can all open your eyes. And thank you all for being on the game show. You can see a whole bunch of veterans out here. They're going to vote on the winner of this game show. And what we're trying to do is, for the headquarters for the VFW, we're looking at putting a new statue. And we're trying to do like a human statue. So we're actually going to have a real person standing in front of the VFW in some sort of statue pose. And so they're all going to vote on their favorite one. But I want you to think of, you're going to create your own statue. You'll create your own human statue. Probably get some bonus points if you can come up with a creative name for it and exactly what it stands for and what it represents. All right, so if everybody wants to stand up, or if you want to stay in your chair for this one, you can do your statue in your chair as well. On the count of 3, you're going to get your pose, and then we'll take a look at some of the statues, and we'll let the people vote on what their favorite one is. So, all right, let's see what you'd put in front of your VFW on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. So we're going to go right down the line. What's the name of yours?
I don't have one yet.
Okay, what's it represent?
Fighting.
Fighting, okay, perfect. Do you have a name for yours?
Stone.
Stone. And what's it represent?
Strong.
Strong, perfect. And what's the name of yours?
Superwoman.
Awesome. And that one explains itself. How about yours? What's the name of yours?
Salute America.
Nice. And how about right here? What's the name of yours?
All for one.
All for one. And how about down here? What's the name of yours?
Woman in combat.
Woman in combat. Very nice. And how about right here? What's the name of yours?
Stone Jack.
Stone Jack. And how about right here? What's the name of yours?
VFW veteran.
Very nice. And how about Cha-Cha? What's the name of yours?
Cha-cha. It is climbing a wall.
Climbing a wall. And how about back here? I like yours. What do you got?
Gargoyle.
Gargoyle. Okay. How about right here? What's the name of yours?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Nice. And it's got one more down here. What's the name of yours?
Armstrong.
Armstrong. Good. So we'll just do it by a round of applause. How many like this one? Okay. We go right down the line. Just cheer. We'll go pretty quick here. When you find one that you really like, ooh, we got our leader right there. I think we got this. Oh, I didn't even get. What was the name of yours?
Praying man.
Praying what?
Praying man.
Praying man. Very nice. We'll keep going down. I think we're going to beat the floor. So everybody, you can all have a seat. I think we got our winner right here. So come on up here. I'll show you what you won. Yes. Well, she must have got some creativity points. That's true. All right, so I think you're the winner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you what's called magic hypnosis dust. Now this magic hypnosis dust, it'll knock people right into hypnosis, like even deeper than I can. So let me show you. Like if you just take a little pinch of it, and if you throw it at somebody's forehead, watch what happens. All right, so I'm going to give you this bag. I want you to take it down, start on the end, just do a little pinch, and go ahead and throw it, hit them in the forehead, let it knock it right down into hypnosis. Perfect. And keep that bag. Go ahead and have a seat back in your seat. And you saw how much power that dust has on each of them, right? So what I want you to do is go ahead, grab in the bag, take a handful, and you're going to throw it up in the air, and it's going to hit you in the head, and watch what happens as soon as it hits you in the head. Perfect. All right, everybody's doing such a great job. What we're going to do is another contest. This time we're going to do what's called the world's worst dance contest. All right, so we're not looking for good dancers. So if you're not a good dancer, this is the perfect opportunity for you. We are looking for the people who dance the absolute worst. And again, we're going to give another prize away for whoever our world's worst dancer is. Now, we don't have a very big stage, so we don't have enough room for every single person to be part of this contest. So we'll only take people who want to be. So if you would like to be in the contest, raise your hand. I'll give you a ticket. So we're just looking for the world's worst dancers. So you're going to be a contestant right here. Who else wants to be in here? Again, there's a pretty cool prize that goes with it. We're just going to start giving out some tickets. You're going to be a contestant here. I'm going to give you a ticket. You'll be a contestant. I'm going to give you a ticket. You'll be a contestant. Right here, Amy Jo, we're going to make you a contestant. And how about right here? We'll give you a ticket as well. All right, so everybody, you can open your eyes. Again, we got some judges out in the audience. And again, if you're a good dancer, we want you to dance your absolute worst to win this contest. So if you got a ticket, if you could stand up and just take a couple steps forward, spread yourselves out. And again, we'll have you all go. It's not going to be a very long contest. It's only about 25 seconds. And as soon as the music starts, we want to see your absolute worst dance. About 10 more seconds, show them your absolute worst move. All right, how about a huge round of applause for our dancers? Stay right where you're at. We got to get a winner. Stay where you're at. So I want you to cheer for who you thought was our absolute worst dancer. How about contestant number 1? How about contestant number 2? I think they thought you were a good dancer. I saw you dancing back here in your chair. Number 3. They thought you were good as well. How about right here? I think you're going to be hard to beat. How about down here? Down here on the end. All right, I think you got the win. How about another big round of applause for Chris? All right, so everybody else, take a bow. You did a great job. Take a bow and you can go ahead back to your seats. And then, Chris, I'm going to bring you around here. And watch my fingers. When I snap my fingers, just for a few moments, I'm going to give you the ability to read minds. And you'll be able to read the minds of every single person in this room. And you'll know exactly what they're thinking. And it's a really cool kind of like skill that you have that you'll be able to demonstrate for us. When I snap one, 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, who would like to have Chris read their minds? Raise your hand. So I see this. You can just stay right where you're at. All right. So we're so curious. This lady wants you to tell us all what she's thinking about.
Oh, well, I think you're thinking that this is funny.
She's thinking the show's pretty funny? Mm-hmm. And how about right here in the red shirt? What's she thinking?
She's wondering if I know what she's thinking.
She's wondering if this is real or not? Yeah. I think you got it. All right. Now, as you look across the crowd, who can you pick up is thinking the most embarrassing thing right now that they wouldn't want us to know that they're thinking? She's yelling it. And what's she yelling? You gotta pee. Before you go pee, you gotta let us know what she's thinking.
Oh my God, what are you thinking? It's just hilarious.
Oh, you got to share with us?
I don't know, it's just an image.
And what do you see in those images?
She's just running all over the place.
All right, hey, thanks for sharing. I'm going to let you go back. Give her a big round of applause. Good job, Chris. We're going to go right down the line. Sleep, 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 and sleep. Where's is Amy still in here? Yes. Where's Amy at? Do you have access to everybody's email here? Okay. So one of the things that I normally do, and you have what? Like their email? Okay. So one of the things like I normally do after shows, like I said, I specialize in anxiety and depression treatment, and like hypnosis can be used for insomnia, it can be used for different traumas, and so normally I have these little electronic booklets I saw after a show, but my appreciation for all of you being veterans, I'm going to give it to, they're normally $10. I'm going to give everybody a free copy, and so I'm going to email it to Amy Monday morning, and then Amy can forward it along. And like I said, one of my programs, it actually used to, years ago, it sold for $100. It's my Freedom from Anxiety. It has 15 video sessions, and as a counselor, that's what I specialize in. That's normally what I walk people through. But during the pandemic, I was getting about 300 requests for appointments every week, and rather than just telling people no, I did a crowd-funded project where people funded it, where I could do like a much lower cost program for people, so people paid for me to redo the videos, redo the workbook, and like I said, I normally sell them after shows for $10, but I'm going to forward all that to Amy, and Amy can forward it to all that to you as well. So, absolutely, oh, thank you all for your service. That's much appreciated. So what we're going to do, we're going to end the show with my favorite routine. So the people on the stage, in a moment, I'm going to wake you up, and you're going to find that you're all famous rappers. Now, you're not normal rappers like you hear on MTV and different TV stations. You're actually children's song rappers. So when you rap, the only songs you ever rap are children's songs. So think of your favorite songs growing up, Row, Row, Row Your Boat, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, whatever it may be, and you just love, people come from all over the world to hear their favorite children's song in rap form. If you all understand that, nod your head yes. Perfect, everybody go ahead and sit up nice and straight. And so what I'm going to do in the background, I'm going to put on a beat. When you're ready to share your favorite children's song, just raise your hand, I'll bring you the mic. Go ahead, let's hear your favorite children's song. That's it. Give her a huge round of applause. You did a great job. Thank you so much for sharing. Who's got their song ready? See one down here. Can't wait to hear what you got. Let's hear your favorite children's song.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O.
Give her a huge round of applause. You did an awesome job. Thanks so much for sharing. How about right here? Let's hear your favorite children's song. Great job. Give her a big round of applause. All right, let's do one more. I think we're going to let you... Oh, we got two more. We'll do the two on the end here to bring us home. Go ahead, take the microphone. Let's hear your favorite children's song.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Give her a huge round of applause. Great job. All right, right here, we're going to let you bring us home. We want to hear your favorite children's song.
Twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.
Give her a round of applause. You all did a great job. And one last time, if you all sit up nice and straight, you can open your eyes. We're going to go right down the line. So go ahead and sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, 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 and sleep. All right, so in a moment, we're going to wake them back up. I promised kind of that free therapy session. So as I'm finally talking to the audience, if you came up here with anything you would like to change in your life, if you like to sleep better, bad habit you want to break, anything at all in life, more confidence, maybe you want a promotion that you've been working towards, I want you to picture yourself, as I'm talking to the audience, being successful in that thing, because you can communicate with a part of your brain right now that you're not used to being able to communicate to. And so as they're picturing themselves doing that, you can see up here I have a YouTube channel that if anybody wants to subscribe to that, I usually just put a few clips from different shows. Some of the best ones, some of the fun ones from the night. It'll probably take a couple weeks, several shows behind. But you can see lots of other corporations, lots of high schools, lots of colleges. I love doing campgrounds over the summer, so a whole lot of fun things, a lot of stuff that we weren't able to do tonight just because of time and different things that you can find on that YouTube channel. So the name's on there. There's also a QR code. If you scan the QR code, if you subscribe, then you kind of get alerts and you'll be able to see when some of these clips end up on there. So everybody else, keep picturing yourself being successful. When I bring you out of hypnosis, I want all of the different things with the different names to be gone, the missing numbers. And when you come out, you're going to be proud that you came. You did a great job sharing your personalities tonight, making people laugh, have a good time at this conference. So you're going to be feeling good, and you're going to continue to feel relaxed. And the pattern of walking up and down the steps and relaxing your body like a wave, you'll be able to continue to do that at home or anytime you want. You know, if you need to sleep better, if you need to relax more, you'll be able to incorporate that into your life. And so every suggestion is going to be gone except for one. Anytime you hear my name's Mike Lee. When you hear me say my name, Mike Lee, you're just going to yell out, "He's the man." So at the end of the show, when I introduce myself and say my final thank yous, when you hear the name Mike Lee, you'll just shout out, "He's the man." If you all understand that, nod your head yes. Everything else will be gone. So everybody go ahead and keep your eyes closed, sit up nice and straight. And I want you to go back to that staircase. This time you're at the bottom. You're slowly going to walk up the stairs. So see yourself going from the bottom of the staircase up to stair number 1. Then see you going from stair number 1 up to stair number 2. And you can start to see those numbers coming back on the stairs, and you're starting to drift your attention off the sound of my voice and back to the room as you go from stair 2 to stair 3. From stair number 3 up to stair number 4, seeing all the numbers appearing on the stairs. And finally you go up to stair number 5 and let your eyes slowly open. Perfect. You all did a great job sharing your personalities. I really appreciate, my show is totally dependent on having some fun people up here that's willing to share their imaginations. You all did a great job. So if you could all stand up, you're going to take a bow. And give them a huge round of applause. They were the stars of the show. And everybody else, thank you for inviting me. My name was Mike Lee.
He's the man!
Hey, thank you all very much, and thank you for your service, and enjoy the rest of your conference.